In ancient Cairo, a man dreamed of a treasure buried far away in Isfahan. Faith led him across the burning sands. After many moons, he reached the city, only to be mocked. A wealthy man laughed, "I too dreamed of a house in Cairo. It had a sundial, a fig tree, and gold beneath a fountain." The traveler froze. The man was describing his own home. He raced back across the desert, driven by a new purpose. The long journey was finally nearing its true end. Back in his garden, he dug beneath the fountain and found the gold. The treasure was always right where he began.
I think that's the profound message of the two dreamers. Sometimes life sends us away from home not because our treasure is somewhere else, but because we need the journey to recognize where our true treasure has always been. This idea echoes the meaning of the word return in the I Ching. At some point, we've wandered off our true path. Then life gives us a wake-up call, a dream, an experience, a setback, or a moment of clarity that leads us back to where we truly belong. We rediscover what was always ours. The treasure never disappeared. We simply couldn't see it until we found our way back. And that leads to one of life's most important questions. Who am I? There's an old saying that the gatekeepers outside philosophy departments often understand philosophy better than the professors themselves. They ask three timeless questions. Who are you? Where do you come from? Where are you going? But the first question comes before all the others. If you don't know who you are, how can you possibly understand where you've come from or where you're headed? Self-discovery is the foundation of everything. There is a story from Chinese history about Yin Hao, one of the most respected scholars of the Wei and Jin period, a powerful statesman named Wan. When once challenged him, asking, "Which of us is greater?" Yin Hao replied with remarkable wisdom, "I have spent my whole life with myself. I'd rather be myself." What a beautiful answer. We spend our entire lives living with ourselves. Why waste that life trying to become someone else? Oscar Wilde expressed the same truth when he famously said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Every one of us is unique. So why settle for being someone else's imitation when you can become the original version of yourself?" The great poet Ku Yuan expressed a similar idea in Li Sao. "I turn my chariot back toward the road, for I have not yet wandered too far." Tao Yuan Ming echoed the same thought. In returning home, though I have lost my way, I realize I have not strayed too far. Finding yourself is never failure. Losing yourself is. This theme appears throughout history. Take the great modern Chinese writer Lao Xi. He spent years studying abroad, yet when he returned to China, he didn't imitate Western literature. Instead, he wrote stories deeply rooted in Beijing life. Works like Rickshaw Boy and Tea. Their authenticity is exactly what made them timeless. Lin Yutang offered another beautiful example. In his essay My Wishes, he listed many wonderful dreams: a quiet study where he could write in peace, a stable home where he could remain true to himself, a good cook who could prepare simple, nourishing meals, and a sky of the deepest blue. But at the very end of the essay, he revealed the wish that mattered most. "I wish for the freedom to be myself, and the courage to be myself." That is the foundation of everything. Without your authentic self, none of the other blessings really matter. Even if you've possessed every comfort in the world, life would still feel empty if you weren't living as the person you were created to be. The Chinese writer Shen Kongwen once wrote, "Through my own reflections, I come to understand myself. Through understanding myself, I come to understand others." Only when we truly know ourselves can we begin to understand other people and the world around us. If you don't know your own path, How can you recognize anyone else's? Compared with the vastness of the universe, each of us is small. But before we attempt to understand the universe, we must first understand ourselves. Self-awareness becomes the center from which everything else expands. Imagine yourself as the center of a circle. As your understanding of yourself grows, your understanding of the world grows with it. Just like Santiago in The Alchemist, your journey isn't really about discovering treasure somewhere far away. It's about becoming the person who can recognize the treasure that has always belonged to you. And only then can you begin to live a life of genuine happiness. Because if you don't even know who you are, what exactly is your happiness built upon? This search for the true self has become one of the great themes of literature across cultures and throughout history. That's also the deeper meaning of what the I Ching calls the lesser sequence. Everything begins with the small self. We first come to know ourselves. From there, our awareness expands to include family, society, the world, and eventually, the universe. Only then does a greater life become possible. On that foundation, we begin to find our place in existence. Whether we speak of flowing together with heaven and earth, or existing alongside all things in harmony, it all begins with one essential point: the self. Without that center, the world is simply too vast to comprehend. So every great journey begins in the same place, not by trying to change the world, but by discovering who you truly are. Start with the small self. From there, everything else can grow.